If you're at that stage of your algebra careers where you're being expected to divide polynomials, you're going to have problems that look like this, you're going to have problems that look like this, and these two problems are very different, especially with how you would go about simplifying them. So in this first one thing I noticed is the bottom, the denominator, is just one singular term, 2y squared. Over here on this problem, we have an expression. We have p and -4 on the bottom in the denominator. So how do these two problems differ from one another? Let's break that down so you can go over each type of problem in your class. Okay, when you have a singular term on bottom here, all you need to do is take each term on top and divide it by that term on bottom. So I like to write them out as separate fractions. So 10y squared divided by 2y squared. We can simplify that, and then we're going to add, because it's a positive 6, we're going to add 6y to the fourth divided by 2y squared. Notice the bottom of each of my fractions has to remain the same, plus 8y to the third divided by 2y squared. Okay, we go through each one of these, and then at the end we'll put it all back together. So what's 10 divided by 2? We know that's 5. And then y squared divided by y squared would cancel each other out, so we're left with just a constant of 5 here. Plus 6 divided by 2, take your coefficients and just divide them. 6 divided by 2 is 3. And then with the exponents, we need to follow the exponent rules. So if we're dividing bases that are the same, y and y, we subtract our exponents. So what's 4 minus 2? That gives me a 2. And then last but not least, 8 divided by 2 is going to give me a 4. And then y to the third divided by y to the second, same as over here, we need to subtract 3 minus 2, and that just gives me y to the first power. We typically won't show that 1, so I'm going to erase it. Just know that it's always there. Okay, now we have we have a trinomial, but it's not written in standard form. One thing I noticed right away is that my highest exponent is in the middle. That needs to be pushed to the front. We always want the highest exponent in the front. Then you would do the value that has the y attached to it, since that goes in descending order 2. Remember, there's a 1 there. And then constants will always be written at the back end. So your final trinomial here would just be 3y squared plus 4y plus 5 after dividing the trinomial by the monomial. Now, remember, one term on bottom. What happens if you have two terms on bottom? You're typically going to need to factor something on top to see if there's any cancellation. So p minus 3, I'm not going to factor anything there, but I'm going to look at this binomial of 5 pi minus 20, and I'm going to factor it out. Okay, so I'm going to ask myself, 5 and 20, do they have a common factor? What is their greatest common factor? And that would be a 5. So I'm going to pull 5 out and ask myself, 5 times what would give me 5p? Well, that would be p. 5 times what would give me the -20, and that's a -4. Now, I haven't done anything with p minus 3, so p minus 3 is still here. And now I have factored this binomial. Remember, factoring is taking it and splitting it up into two parts that if multiplied together, we're multiplying 5 times all of this, it brings me right back to where I was. So now we have this on top in the numerator. We still have p minus 4 in the denominator, but whoa, looky, we've got matches that are going to cancel one another out, and all we have left in this expression is 5 times p minus 3. Now don't leave it like that. Do the distributive property and finish this problem. 5 times p gives you 5p. 5 times -3 gives you -15. And we've got ourselves a simplified expression after dividing all this out. Notice the difference here. One term on bottom versus two terms on bottom. Here you can just divide straight down with each term on top. Here you're probably going to need to factor something to get a match that'll cancel. Now that won't always be the case, but keep practicing this stuff. You will get better at it. Study hard and good luck on your upcoming test.